Hello, my wonderful family, my wonderful people, my wonderful Biafrans, my wonderful Nigerians, and everyone who believes in what I'm doing as a good daily talk. I beg you, I don't carry waka come again. This one is all the way from IMO State, that state of, what do they call him? This Supreme Court Governor, Hope Uzodinjo. And I still remember saying on so where they work for one radio station in that very particular area, that guy, simply because he interviewed one manager about the allegations against the Hope Uzodinjo, that what got this guy into trouble. As I'm talking to you this moment, this Nonso Ngwa have been kidnapped by the so-called DSS in Mufti till today. All the whole DSS office in Owerri, all the whole police station, including military checkpoints and the military barracks, nobody can be able to give account of the whereabouts of this our brother, Nonso Nkwa. Make on see what they happen for Imo State. How somebody who said we voted for him to lead the people, where we say, na the cabals, where they for Sokoto Caliphate, and also in Asoroko, gathered and said, this man, you will do our bidding by killing your own people. We will give you the seat. They chased Ihedioha out of the city. Barely 1 year he was been sworn in as the governor of Imo State and replace him with another way we say road very very bad. That is his name, Hope Uzodinjo. Okay, as it stands now, the general public now want to show very very concern about this young man's whereabouts. Questions have been raised, but no answers have been yet to receive these days. Hope Uzodinjo let it be on record that he have turned Imo State to a burial ground. He have turned Imo State to a place whereby people are disappearing without no cause. He have turned Imo State to a place where we say all the Fulanis parading themselves as a bubago, have free flow of kidnapping his political opponents and maiming them with ease. It happens in Imo State and also in Ebonyi State. So every Biafran out there, I beg, the only thing you can do for me is to make sure that you keep sharing this message. I know that the international community cannot do anything. The Fulani government control Nigeria cannot do anything because they're the one that sent him on this errand, that he is carrying out the assignment the way they want it to be. Now he is warming up to come back for second time. And the syrup is busy out there probing governors on the 2 billion naira being given to them as palliatives. Have you people ever see where Hope Uzodinjo shared, even if it's one nodal in Imo State? No. He have reserved that money to use it to bribe his way into office second time coming November 11th. Let every concerned Nigeria, let every concerned Imolites, let every concerned Biafrans hear my voice this day and share this message. It's a must watch for every Biafran out there. This impunity that is being happening in our land, in the southeastern part of the country, they have to stop it before it is too late. That is my own. Make on hear the headline the way it take be. How interview with former Imo Zoo general manager about allegations against Governor Hope Uzodinjo got journalist Nonso Nkwa into a very big trouble, according to the source. And another one we have here, make on see the so-called Fulani government who come the other day tell us we are no more borrowing. Now they have secured a $163 million from a African Development Bank loan for wheat production. And I ask, which security that's going to guide these people producing this wheat? That is the problem. The problem is not borrowing, but the problem is that the insecurity will never allow the farmers to go to their farms and produce. Most of the states in Nigeria now, mostly the northern, northeast, northwest, that's of Zamfara, the rest of them, the farmers there pay bribes. I mean, they pay taxes to all these bandits to allow them to go to their farm and to guarantee their security while going and coming back. If you refuse to pay, you're on your own. And be rest assured that that day, 24 hours, you will never last either in your home or in your farm. Yet, Nigeria keep telling us now they are borrowing more. They are borrowing more. We still on a 77 trillion naira debt. Now, Shetima have went to borrow his own. They never made open the one Agbado will borrow soon or the one he have borrowed already. Anyway, my wonderful people, make on a see government my food. Well, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. No time to tell time. Insider source told Okute Daily Talk on Sunday that Nkwa Nonso was arrested for interviewing a former general manager of Imo State Zoological Garden, Mr. Francis Abioye, who exposed how Governor Hope Uzodinjo demolished the state zoo and was allegedly planning to sell the land to his cronies, that is, the Fulani cabals. More information behind the arrest of Owerri-based radio journalist and rights activist Weyinembe Chinonso Nkwa, or you can call him Chinonso Uba, popularly known as Nonso Nkwa, by the Nigerian police force has emerged. Insider sources told Sarah reporters what really happened, how Hope demolished a complete zoo. Where are the animals or the occupants of those particular zoo? Nobody can tell us. Okute Daily Talk had reported that police filed the charges against Nkwa before a federal high court in Abuja for allegedly insulting and cyber stalking and cyberbullying Governor Hope Uzodinjo and Niger Delta militant leader Asare Dokubo in Imo State. Although the police filed charges against Nkwa, he was never arraigned to take a plea until August 29, 2023, when he was released following a fundamental rights enforcement order by the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja, which directed his release within 24 hours. Nkwa was picked up in Owerri on Thursday, July 27, 2023, and detained at the police force headquarters, Abuja, till August 29, 2023. Speaking to Okute Daily Talk on Sunday, the Owerri-based journalist disclosed that he will be arraigned tomorrow, Monday, September 11, that is today, 2023, at a federal high court in Abuja. The police, in a charge with number FHC/ABJ/TR/367/2023, Inspector General of Police versus Chinonso Uba, which Okute Daily Talk obtained, told the court that Uba's offense contravenes the Cybercrime Prohibition Act only in Nigeria, a radio presenter. Court count 1 reads that you, Chinonso Uba, male, of on or about the 24th day of June 2023, within the jurisdictions of this honorable court, intentionally sent a message by means of computer and social media networks such as Facebook, etc., made a video accusing Governor Hope Uzodinjo of Imo State and Asare Dokubo killed 100 Imo youth and also burning houses in Imo State, with the intention of instigating Imo State people and Igbo tribe worldwide against the governor, knowing that they said information to be false and with the intent to cause annoyance, inconvenience, danger, obstruction, insult, injury, criminal intimidation, enmity, hatred, ill will, or needless anxiety to him, and thereby committed an offense contrary and punishable under Section 24, subsection 1B, Cybercrime Prohibition Act of the Fulani Government of Nigeria. Count 2 reads that you, Chinonso Uba, male, of, on, or about the 24th day of June 2023, within the jurisdictions of this honorable court, knowingly and intentionally made or transmitted a video via your Facebook social media handle and or any communication through a computer system or network with the intention to bully, threaten, or harass the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinjo, that he and Asare Dokubo killed over 100 youths in such a manner. According to them, they said it's against the Cybercrime Prohibition Act only in Imo State. Meanwhile, Okute Daily Talk gathered that part of the reason why Governor Hope Uzodinjo was bent on prosecuting the journalist was for granting an interview to Abioye, a former general manager of Imo State Zoological Garden. The problem we have in Nigeria is whenever you are out to do the right thing, be rest assured that the police that have been corrupted, by these so-called politicians, they will use them against you, and including the court as well. Nkwa was arrested a few days after the interview, after he interviewed Mr. Abioye, in which the zoo general manager spoke about the happenings in the zoological garden and was to feature in another interview on Friday before he was abducted on Thursday, the previous day, by the police. One of the sources said, "You see the coincidence? So they didn't want IMO people to know that the government and his cronies were doing on the multi-million zoo garden that had been fully developed with internationally standard built animal enclosure. He sold it simply because he don't want the general public to know what is happening. They have to kidnap Nonso. In July of 2022, gunmen suspected to be kidnappers invaded First Baptist Church, naked, in Imo State, and abducted Abioye's wife, Bola. It was gathered that the hoodlums, who were in police uniforms, drove a grey-colored Toyota Sienna minivan to the church on that very particular Sunday. The assailants were said to have shot indiscriminately to scare people away. Sources told Sahara reporters and Okute Daily Talk that Abioye's wife was abducted last year because he was adamant amid the alleged corruption going on in the state regarding the plan by the governor to take over the land where the zoo was built. Under the Yaramo, the kidnappers were arrested but released after pressure from the Imo state government. A source told Okute Daily Talk. Meanwhile, Okute Daily Talk effort to speak with the state government on the allegations were unsuccessful, as the secretary to the state government, Mr. Cosmas Iwo, did not answer his calls regarding that very issue. Also, the State Information Commissioner, Declan Emelumba, did not answer his calls or reply to a text messages sent to him. These are the mini gods we have in the southeastern part of the country and also in Igbo land. When you ask now, they will tell you, oh, the Fulanis, they don't kill our people. And the Yorubas, the Hausas, they are the ones that are doing us. But look at the ones at the head of affairs in Imo State. They have turned to mini god. Simply because somebody reported about the corruption going on. Just like exactly what happened in Ogun State, where the so-called governor turned against a local government chairman simply because the man was trying to find out what happens to the federal allocation funds being allocated to the local governments that are not being delivered to them for the work that they're supposed to be doing with it. The federal government go and use this so-called, the state government use the so-called EFCC and the DSS. That is what they keep doing now. All these arms now is no more arm of government, it's the arm of the governor. They use them against the people at will. Anyway, let us continue with the last news that we have here. Vice President, according to them, Kashim Shettima, had disclosed that the African Development Bank has agreed to loan Nigeria $163 million to support wheat production in the coming weeks. The Vice President, as is being called, confirmed the loan in Arugungu, Kebbi State, on Sunday during a condolence visit to the family of late Sheikh Abubakar Jiro. The Vice President visited the family of the late Islamic scholar on behalf of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. Speaking at the occasion, he said, "I'm here on behalf of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who called me from India and directed that I should come to Arugungu to commiserate with the family of the respected Sheikh, government and people of Kebbi State and the North in general." Continuing, the so-called Vice President noted that late Sheikh Abubakar Jiro was a respected Islamic scholar. He worked for God. He didn't bother about things of the world. He lived a humble life. May God forgive his shortcomings and grant him eternity, Shettima added. The so-called Vice President reaffirmed the determination of the Tinubu administration to fulfill its promises, particularly in the agricultural sector, adding that food security would receive serious attention from the government of the day. Commenting on the food security policy of Nigeria, he said, We need 10,000 hectares of land in Kebbi State, but the scheme would be well executed in Jigawa State with a cultivation of 50,000 hectares of land to boost wheat production. In his remarks, the Emir of Arugungu, His Royal Highness Sumaila Mohammed Mera, stated that the emirate was proud of the achievement of late Sheikh Giro. He prayed for the unity and progress of Nigeria and also thanked Tinubu and Shetima for their immense support. On his part, the national leader of the Izala sect, Sheikh Bala Lau, who received the so-called vice president on behalf of the family in campaign with other national executives, thanked Tinubu and Shetima for their show of love. Earlier on his arrival, the so-called vice president was received at the Sir Ahmadu Bello Airport in Birnin Kebbi by the state governor, Dr. Nasiri Idris, who accompanied him on the visit. Also on the vice president entourage were the deputy governor of Kebbi State, Senator Umar Tafeda, Minister of Agriculture and Food Security Abubakar Kyari, and members of the Kebbi State Executive Council, among others. Sheikh Abubakar Jiro, a renowned cleric who died recently, has since been buried according to Islamic rites in his hometown in Arugungu, Kebbi State. My good people, now here we take leave on. I beg, help me share this message. Let people out there know what is happening. I mean, especially the Biafrans and the Imolites knows exactly the mission of Hope Uzodinjo in the entire Imo State and also the Southeast General, because he is the chairman of the Governors Forum of the whole Southeastern Governors and also the chairman of the Governor Forum of the whole APC Governors. So make gonna share this message. I beg. Now here I go take back break. Make gonna do what? Help me subscribe, like, and also comment. Most especially, turn on the notification button, be notified each time we go live, or we'll post something new on this channel or another channel related to Okute Daily Talk. I'll be right back again with another blockbuster. Bye and have a nice day.